Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. This is game 6 out of the Antec Attack number 23 tournament. And there are 17 games total, just so you know. And this is finally a game without a Zerg. So it is roxkisFraer as our Fraer, as our Protoss player in the top right. And we have KrasS over here. Or KrasS, I don't know. Over here in the bottom left as the Terran player. So Protoss versus Terran. And yeah, I think this is going to be the only matchup that doesn't have a Zerg in it. So this is the round of 8. There may be more. I haven't seen the other games yet. Well, I haven't even watched who is playing yet. So, yeah, I know this guy. He played in the previous tournament that I cast. And I've never heard of this guy, but that doesn't mean he's not a very famous player or a very good player, for that matter. Because I just don't know that many people yet. And I will learn their names in time, because every time I cast a tournament, I will see all of these names come by, and yeah, the more people make it to a round of 8, the more names I will learn. So anyway, we have a supply depot coming up. Well, it already came up. It's over here. And the barracks will come up in a moment, I'm guessing. Oh, there's going to be an expansion first. Okay. Sending out a little bit too late. But yeah, it's still okay. Yeah, and on this side we have the gateway coming up, another pylon coming up, a simulator coming up, so he is going for kind of the standard build. Not really economical, but it is very safe. Going for another assimilator, meaning that he will probably go for the stalkers and sentries, because the sentries cost a lot of gas. And obviously the sentries can hold off your ramp pretty easily, and while you build up your stalker force. But yeah, two assimilators, that normally means that you're going to use a whole lot of gas really quickly, because otherwise you wouldn't need that. Another pylon coming in, just to make sure that he has the spot on any kind of drop shenanigans. And yeah, first stalker coming out. And the warp gate research. So on the other side we have the command center still coming up and building a second barracks there. This one is going to be the third one, and he is just going for that full barracks player, which is of course awesome, because barracks units are really good against Protoss units, especially the Marauders. The Marines are good against the Zealots, the Marauders are good against the Zealots and the Stalkers, especially when there's no blink, and especially when they have concussive shell upgrades. For now, no upgrades going down though, because, well, as you can see, there is no tech lab. You need a tech lab for that. So we are going for gates and a Twilight Council for blink, so we are going blink Stalkers here. So are there any sentries out? No, he's just going for the stalkers. Well, 4-gate stalkers requires a lot of gas, so I can see why he would go for that. And yeah, he's just training the stalkers, so just using his gateways, because, well, his warp gate will come up in a minute, and then he can produce an extra stalker from each gateway. Because you immediately get the cooldown refreshed when you upgrade from gateway to warp gate. And that is of course something you need to utilize. So blink coming up, and a Stimpack coming up on the Terran side. Stimpack is very good on picking off those, picking off those large groups of Protoss units. And Marauder coming out, Marauder coming out, Marauder coming out, and you can see how that works. I mean, they're very good against the main unit that is being produced here. He of course knows, because he is a pro, what is coming up. I don't know if he scouted this at all. Let's see. Yeah, he does know what's coming up. No, that's... hang on. I need to have the other player. Yeah, he knows what's coming up, because he did see the Twilight Council. Yeah, the Twilight Council coming out. And the Twilight Council can be used for two things. The main use is Blink Stalkers. The other use you can use it for, but it's not as likely, is Dark Templar. So all of the Stalkers getting into this base immediately, and he's going to be able to just blink out, and all of these mining units have to, well, evacuate their mining, or, well, they had to be pulled off the line just to make sure that he could pick that off and not die. So the command center is over here, because he couldn't really defend that if he places that in the base. And the Stalkers are trying to get something out of this. Oh, this is better. Blue is still not my favorite color, but it's better than what it was. I think it was green. Yeah, the green is pretty hard to spot. Well, especially this color would be pretty hard to spot, but yeah, my monitor isn't the best. And now the Stalkers are coming in through the front here of the base, and oh, wow, they're going to take out one building. I don't know what it was. I think it was just a supply depot. Well, supply depot still building. Otherwise, I would have been able to see what it was, but I don't know what, for example, the sensor tower looks like. But placing a sensor tower in the front of your base would be a little bit risky. So yeah, the army is coming in here, and yeah, because these are Blink Stalkers, it's really hard to kill them, because they will just get blinked back to the back once they lose their shields or get close to dying. And yeah, overall that is really hard to deal with for any race. And yeah, Zerg and Terran have a lot of problems with that. Of course, yeah, any unit that can't blink like these guys can, or run in, because the Zealot charge, I guess, would work against it as well. The Stimpak would work against it, but the Stimpak, yeah, the sacrifices a lot of health, and I think that was a sensor tower, by the way. So this one might have been a sensor tower as well. Don't know how expensive the sensor tower is, but if it is 100, then it could have been. Anyhow, we will see that soon enough, because he will rebuild that. And finally getting after the Stalkers, but the Stalkers are just going to blink forward every time. The Stimpak being used to just get ahead, but he doesn't have concussive shells yet, so he is not able to slow them down, and he is not going to run up this ramp, because there are sentries out, and a lot of lags in this game apparently, because, well, they have been pausing a lot in this tournament in general. Yeah, there goes the force fields. He loses one unit because of it. He could just sneak past here. And yeah, the Terran player just going to back off. The Colossus is out now. The Colossus can get sniped pretty easily with either air units or with a couple of Marauders, but if it stays in the back, because it has a huge range of 9, I believe, it would be nice if it stopped lagging at some point. Now the range is still 6, he can upgrade that to 9, and that is coming up. The thermal lances. So another Colossus made, another Colossus in production, and reactors coming up on the barracks, because he is building more of them. Or on the, oh, on the factory. Okay, and he's going to build a starport, which probably is going to grab this. Yep, because I all of a sudden realized that he's of course going to play Vikings, because Vikings can easily snipe those colossi, and that takes away a whole lot of problems. So 2 starports, and they're going to produce 1 Viking. Oh man, doesn't have enough money for now. Yeah, another 1 Viking. At least if it is a Viking. Yes, it is. So he can produce 4 and he's only producing 1. That is not a good sign. So yeah, his army is just pressuring forward a little bit, and the dropships over here, well, no, medevacs, that's what they're called. Medevacs are getting sniped. Medevacs did drop something, or because I missed that? Obviously I missed that, or I would have seen why they were there. So anyhow, going to fast forward a little. Don't know where we were exactly. Well, I do know what happened. So there go the dropships, and or the medevacs, but the medevacs did not drop anything. They are unloaded. He's just trying to lure away the Protoss army, and yeah, don't think it actually worked. Yeah, he's still trying to get away with those. Well, he is getting away with those now. The probe goes down. So now scout for you. And it seems that the Protoss army is split up a little bit, but that's no problem. They can easily blink back together. And they are going to blink on top of this scout, hoping that most of the army was there, of course. And he is going to blink after while picking off 2 marauders. That is a big deal. Another pylon coming up to make the warp-ins easier and closer to the base. Closer to the fight. And yeah, that is an investment of 100 minerals. But that is well worth it. Because if you can resupply your... oh, nice. If you can resupply your army straight away... So while it's being picked on, that is so much better than having to walk all the way across the map. And yeah, you can see how that is. I mean, it's not that hard to understand. Oh, large army in the base here, and he does have his 2nd base up finally. So I think, yeah, it took him quite a while. So the Vikings coming out, but the colossi are really well protected. They're well behind these stalkers, and the stalkers are of course going to pick off the Vikings when they come close. Terran infantry level 2 weapons, Protoss armor level 1, charge is being researched, that's pretty cool. Ground weapons level 2 as well. So, oh no, oh, you don't want to get sniped. He is going to group up all of these just to make sure that they come in at the same time. And it seems that the Protoss has seen enough. He is going back. He doesn't want to risk his colossi for now. And he is in full retreat, leaving 2 pylons behind, but that's about it. And 1 scouting unit. Again, legs. Wow. It is of course really annoying if you get lags on this level of play, because yeah, a little bit of extra control can result in a whole lot of extra kills, and that is of course exactly what these guys are playing for. They're playing for that extra little bit of control, so just a little bit of extra ability to control your units. And the Vikings are now going to hammer away at these colossi, and are going to get 2, 3, oh, they're going to get all of them, 4, and now they're going to retreat for a moment, but they're going to get all of them. Once the force fields wear off, the rest of the army is going to run with them. Yeah, 1 more So 5, and this is going to be 6. He's just going to suicide in, and now he's going to move out, or land them even, because he knows that the main threat is gone, and there's the GG. Losing all of the Colossi, didn't have enough anti-air, and yeah, the Stalkers just not able to pick off the Vikings quickly enough. So the 2 starports did work out in the end. It's just that the moment he produced them, he didn't have enough resources to actually get the production going. But yeah, eventually he did get that, and yeah, Vikings are really good, obviously, in this matchup, because not only can they freely attack the Stalkers, the Colossi without being attacked back. They also distract the Stalkers from shooting at the rest of the units. So they distract the main part of the army, which is normally the Stalker. And yeah, the only thing left then to deal with the ground army is are the Colossi, but the Colossi are getting picked off really quickly by the Vikings. So all in all, they are a very good counter to that, and yeah, well played. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.